Hello, everyone. This is Callie Beard of KarmicTools.com, and this is your weekly forecast for July 17th to the 23rd of 2022. So before we get rolling, I have this last-minute invitation for you to join me and Yeye Louisa Tish doing Spinning the Moon, which is 4 classes for the next several full moons and new moons in a row. We're going to get together, and I've put a link in the website for you to register via Yeye's PayPal. If you send the $350, it's for 4 classes with both of us. All kinds of ritual and practices and education and chants and songs and artwork that we're going to create together. And it's just going to be an amazing community connection. It's going to be very intimate and every other Saturday. So we'll be getting together in July tomorrow on the 16th. I'm recording this early on Friday, the 15th, and then we'll get together again on July 30th, August 13th, and August 27th and 28th. 28th is our big closing ritual, so we'll be together that whole weekend. And we would love for you to join us if you're feeling called to some lunar work and ritual ceremonial work to deepen your dedication to whatever it is you're cultivating this year. But this is a great time to consciously co-create with the lunar cycles. So join us if you can. Reach out with any questions. We're actually going to get together tonight, Friday night, 6 o'clock Pacific. So I guess that's 9 o'clock Eastern on Instagram Live. Now, Instagram's been giving me trouble, y'all. I haven't been able to upload a 1-minute video, let alone my regular forecasts. So I'm going to make every effort to be in there to join Yeye, who will be going live on her own channel, which is Yeye Louisa Tish. I follow her, so you can go to my followers and find her real easy if you're having trouble, or just put her name in. So we're going to get together Friday night to promote the class again and have a little community this evening. And then our first class is tomorrow, Saturday afternoon, 1 to 3 Pacific. So what is that? 4 to 6 Eastern will be the class times, and they will be recorded. So if for whatever reason you miss a class, you need the recording, there will be one. So let's dive into our forecast, which is pretty packed this week. We have a lot of energy moving around, and anytime the planets change signs or directions, they're slowing down and intensifying their influence. So we want to navigate as consciously as possible. We kick off the week on Sunday the 17th with 3 activations listed here: Mercury trine Neptune and Sun trine Neptune, because Mercury and Sun are together. And Venus is going to enter Cancer, which is kind of a big deal too, all on Sunday. So we're starting off with the Mercury trine Neptune. This energy activates your creative process and intuition. You may catch yourself unconsciously drifting aimlessly, but a better use of this combination is to open to the other realms for ideas and information and play with it, free flow, see where it leads. It is not time for pragmatic analysis, but more a time to explore the infinite possibilities available to you, as well as what's going on in your own consciousness. You may be more sensitive than usual, opening yourself to information or awareness that isn't always that readily available. Remember to keep good boundaries when opening like this. And if you have to be around people, try to maintain the mystical creative vibe that this energy is best for. Deep breath. Mystical creative vibe is what kicks off our week. Sun trining Neptune triggers your idealistic, altruistic inclinations. But remember that help has to be invited. But if you have the energy to share and to spare, then dedicate yourself to something greater than you. Choose a cause to support or help those less fortunate for the sheer pleasure of giving. If your energy is low at this time, it is better directed inward. If you can, take some extra time in intentional solitude, praying, meditating, and connecting to spirit this week. You will be rewarded with deep revelations and mystical discoveries within you. Deep breath. It's a great time to do divinations, ritual, or ceremony if you're into that. Your intuition is heightened also, so pay attention to any messages that come through or to you. Try to use this energy to reflect on where you are and dream a little about where you want to be, mentally, spiritually, and physically in 6 months to a year from now, okay? So the solar cycle is an annual cycle. We can look at quarterly or every 6 months or annually. And this is a gift with the trines to Neptune is working well together. That's your Cancer empath and your Pisces intuitive, your personal to the collective. Your connection between your human and your spirit is getting an awakening and hopefully activating some creativity or some creative solutions that if you allow your imagination to contribute, which is what Neptune's really good for, then you can probably come up with some other ways at going at some of your regular everyday challenges. By the same token, like I said earlier, anytime Neptune's involved, we want to keep our boundaries really good or at least be conscious of them. Be aware of how open or closed your boundaries might be, how thick or how thin, how weak or how strong. How are those boundaries doing? So good check-in, especially during summer. All the retrogrades are starting to kick off, and we're going to be going deeper within week by week as in this hemisphere, the light recedes. So same day Sunday, Venus is going to enter Cancer until August 11th. This is a chance to redream our lives on absolutely every single level. The sacred feminine is reminding us that we are infinite beings and can choose in every moment how to respond to what life is presenting. Part of being on Earth is being adaptable and dealing with the ecology within and around you. As she moves through Cancer, she is giving us a chance to soothe our nervous systems, reassure our souls, and replenish our energies after a life-changing ride. Okay? Last year or two has literally changed our lives. No one is exempt. The value and priority, Venus's domain, pretty much all summer is self-care and personal tending to that which allows you to function as a human being in the most basic ways. I recommend that you use this Venus in Cancer to strengthen and fortify yourself internally and privately, especially during the summer months when we have the annual retrogrades to support our inward focus even more. This energy can help you reset your individual systems so that you are better able to step up and into your new story, secure in your self-expression and strong from the self-care and replenishment. So take a time out for yourself. Your own personal needs is Cancer's department. What feels right to you? And recalibrate any extremes. Winter and summer are our extreme points when we've gone as far as we can go in a certain respect and we need to dial it back in. On Monday, the 18th, Mercury is going to oppose Pluto. This is a deep process. This opposition is between your ideas, thoughts, and concepts and your unconscious drives coming together to support some deep digging into the power of your mind, thoughts, and language. How has your thinking shaped your choices over the last 6 months? Are you still operating from an old paradigm of thought? Any opposition is a chance for true integration, and we will always have to work at balancing our conscious and unconscious thinking as it affects our day-to-day choices. This could be a good time to consult with a trusted advisor or wise friend to clarify what is coming into your conscious awareness about your own self-sabotaging ideas, thoughts, or concepts. This activation supports pulling it out by the root. Often we address the symptoms rather than the true cause of our discomfort. Pluto won't allow that. It's time to go deeper and recognize your own power, the power of your heart and mind, and find that middle ground that allows you peace within and effectiveness without. Okay, deep breath. So Mercury is our individual thinking and self-expression and things like that, integrating with Pluto, Cancer, Capricorn. So we're still in the fundamental territory of how are your creative ideas serving you in your fundamentals, in the basics of home and work, and self versus other. That's what we do at the turn of the seasons like that. And Pluto always brings a purification. So that means your ideas are getting distilled back to their essence at a certain level so they can be more useful. And remember, Mercury and Sun are neck and neck right now. So as we change our thinking, the Sun follows up to help us change with our purpose and identity and the direction that we're moving. Whatever's being lit up for you personally, that's the customized part. So on Tuesday, the 19th, Sun is going to oppose Pluto. This energy can and will create very intense encounters with others, possibly revealing things about which you may not have been aware of, misunderstood, or have chosen to ignore thus far. This energy provokes power struggles and or challenges with authority figures where you may have to stand up for yourself. You know my thing, self-preservation is not selfish, it is essential and the first law of nature. You have to Do your own self-preservation. No one else can do that for you as an adult. It can also make you more aggressive, intense, or overbearing than usual, creating or attracting these kind of situations. If there are any problems within a relationship, personal or professional, this energy will force things out into the open. It will be much easier on you if you can open a dialogue with the express purpose of clearing the air and proceeding to a new level in your own relationships by choice. Any aspect of your life that you have been just getting by will now demand attention. You won't be able to do anything less than a complete overhaul or replacement. This can be any area of your life, but the Capricorn house in particular, during the years 2008 to 2024, due to Pluto's extended stay. So you see how Pluto's extended stay there means that every year during Cancer time, we go through this integration and purification with Pluto. And every year at spring and fall, we're challenged to grow out of comfort zone into new territory because of this process that Pluto is undergoing. It's almost done, and it's going to shift from these cardinal signs of Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn being directly affected. As it moves into Aquarius, that means Taurus, Scorpio, and Leo Aquarius get on the hot seat. So let's just prepare ourselves to shift from that Capricorn house into the Aquarius house, where the transformation will become much more obvious during 2024 to 44. You can also see that Pluto's going to start stretching out. It spent 16 years in Capricorn. It's going to spend 20 in Aquarius. Our transformational process is expanding, and things are taking a lot longer to change. But once they do, that change is permanent thanks to Pluto as well. So let's put it this way. Anytime Pluto is involved, there is usually complete destruction of the current XYZ, whatever you might be going through. Again, it's customized for us as individuals. This happens to make room for the new and improved. This will be by the universe's definition, but you do get a vote. You can consciously choose to. Ultimately, this is a good growth and development type of energy activation, pushing you to the next level. Ready or not, here you come. So use the energies available to strengthen, fortify, and prepare your own personal transformation. Also consider your drives and direction about 6 months ago and where you want to end up 6 months from now. This is the integration. That means a time when the depths of your soul self can commune and bond with your surface personality conscious self. Like the conjunction January 16th of 2022, about 6 months ago, this is about how you direct your personal power on your own behalf, and often breakdowns precede the breakthroughs. So, deep breath. Change is in the air, and some integration with these oppositions. We're balancing things out and finding the middle ground. Same day Tuesday, Mercury enters Leo until August 4th. So Mercury rewired our thinking and consciousness in the Gemini, Taurus departments of life. Then we had 3 weeks in Cancer to recover and feel into what has shifted and what will be needed in the near future. But as it moves into Leo now, we can start to make new connections to how we'd like to express ourselves now that we've been recalibrated on an internal level. This year, more than ever, it is time to think with your feelings. Don't let the monkey mind lead. Naturally, the external will begin to reflect the upgrade of your internal consciousness. In Leo, we are deeply supported to activate our most unique genius and brilliant creativity, or at least infuse our ideas with some new love, light, and truth. Get creative and be open and optimistic, playful and detached from outcomes as you play with new ways of communicating with others and expressing yourself in a more authentic way. Mercury in Leo affords us that. Of course, we got to watch out for shadow, which is usually ego and self-love issues that pop up. Same day, Tuesday, Chiron retrogrades in Aries until December 23rd, when it will go direct. Chiron takes 50 years to make it through all 12 signs. So on one hand, the social collective is supported for this individual reset in Aries, where we all learn how to heal and educate ourselves because the structures are crumbling. Also, Chiron in Aries brings a return to all those born 1968 to 77, which means you are being initiated during the years of 2018 to 2027. That's while Chiron's in Aries. And we're just getting started with an intense process of healing, education, and transformation that is available in everyone's Aries house. That also means that it's stimulating your Libra, Cancer, and Capricorn departments as well. So be mindful, compassionate, and patient with yourself and everyone else. During Chiron retrograde every year, we get an opportunity to check in with ourselves and see what hurts or is tender or slowing us down. This Cancer Capricorn lunation supports us to break old, ancient patterns once and for all. So take solace in any healing or soul work that you're able to do with full confidence that it is rippling out to affect the collective in a positive, healing, and uplifting way. So deep breath. We are right in the middle. We just had the Capricorn super full moon. So we're still in the Cancer Capricorn lunar work, which is another reason this is going to go deep with the work I'm doing with Yeye. So any of you that have been called to doing some lunar work, please reach out to us. I think she's even figured out a way where you could a la carte it and pay for the week of class that you want to do, but we would love you to join us for all 4. And let me know if you have any questions, because Chiron retrograding in Aries is part of our support, our energetic support of this work. We can all consciously honor the healing, education, and personal transformation that Chiron facilitates. While Chiron was in Pisces 2011 to 2019, it taught us about sensitivity and boundary issues and being a spirit in human form. Now in Aries, we are opening to the new directive of self-healing, self-assembling, and self-mastery going forward. Chiron is best known as the wounded healer, the aspect of self that came in with a wound to address this lifetime. And in your chart, it represents your healing and educational path. It is all that you learn on the journey to wholeness and integration, and the healing and education that results from that journey. This 5-month period is going to reveal where you're at in your own process. This time is deeply supported for a personal inventory or inner review. You have to be willing to face the fears and hurts, accept the losses and defeats, and then get up, dust yourself off, and try again. Chiron can help guide this process. It's time to be brave and pioneering. Clearly, the old ways no longer work. It's time to follow our instincts. Although first we may have to connect to them properly. It's time to face challenges head on and remember that though we have to do for self, be self-sufficient and self-contained, we do not have to do it alone. So this time is really going to support the evolution of the individual within the context of community or their relationships. It is all connected. If one evolves, the other has to evolve too, or dissolve and go away, right? So as you change, everyone around you has to change or go away. That's how it works. All that was Tuesday the 19th. On Wednesday the 20th, I'm having a free community event to go over the Uranus and North Node alignment in Taurus. Mars and Venus are going to interact with this alignment. There's a lot of good energy that we could consciously co-create with, and I'd love to go through it, do some divinations, a shamanic journey. We will ask our guides and animal spirits and angels and ancestors to be with us that night and have some fun with this very special once in 20 year, once in 84 year. Altogether, it's been hundreds of years since they lined up in Taurus, so that's the department getting the awakening and liberation that we're going to tap into on Wednesday, July 20th at 7 p.m. Eastern. It will be a Zoom, and then the very next day, on Thursday the 21st, is my monthly Venus Circle, which is a conference call, not a Zoom. And you're more than welcome. It's also an hour later because of our international students. So Thursday, the 21st is 8 p.m. Eastern. Venus Circle is going to be in Cancer at the third eye chakra is where we're clearing. This is so powerful. Our archetype that we're clearing is the beggar, and the trap that we're releasing is normalizing the abnormal, which is something that patriarchy and culture can try to press us to do. Some of this stuff is not normal, y'all, and I refuse to normalize it. We're going to do a clearing there. If any of that resonates, feel free to join us. There are links in the blog. And then we jump to Saturday, the 23rd, when Ceres will enter Leo until September 29th. So as she traverses Leo, we are supported to nurture our creativity in a deliciously rare and positive way. Last time she was in Leo was September of 2017. What do you remember about the evolution of your creativity, self-care routines, and personal transformations that year? Now, if you have Sirius in Leo, then it's personal and a huge renewal of a 5-year cycle for you. The rest of us can use this energy over the next 2 months to consciously co-create a more heart-centered life that expresses more individual creativity and true authenticity. Periodically renewing your self-expression helps you maintain integrity and develops true self-confidence. It's time to check in with how you express your own unique genius. This is what I call the inner critical creative thinker that allows the imagination to vote and always follows the heart. We are encouraged to think of a goal or creative project that we can nurture, feed, and develop over the next 2 months and just see how it goes. Look to your Leo house for where to apply that creativity and new self-expression. Deep breath. Same day Saturday, Mercury trines Jupiter. This is powerful as Mercury's in Leo, so they both got there this week, are thinking. So we're definitely nurturing the head and heart connection and how we think and how we follow through on how we feel and make our choices accordingly. Mercury trining Jupiter's energy is great for expanding your mind, learning something new, or taking a class. See, you all should join us for this lunar work that we're doing. It's so powerful and life-changing. It's time to plan for the future and start getting organized. However, you may feel less disciplined and more creative, which is fine in the beginning. But eventually, focus and discipline will have to be engaged to ground your new ideas, thoughts, or concepts. You have to ask yourself, how bad do you really want it? If you are self-aware, awake, and alert, you will be able to see and seize the opportunities as they present themselves. It may appear to be luck, but it's really more that you are in alignment with the cosmos, present and positive, and ultimately able to trust and follow your own instincts. Practice, there is no perfection. Being optimistic and looking for opportunity in every experience will magnetize the positive and naturally repel the negative, leading right where you want to be. Take advantage of this good energy to connect to whatever it is that you're trying to create in your life at this time. Deep breath. So that is our very personal Mercury and Sun week. Venus and Sirius, the feminine energies and entities, are moving into new signs. So we're going to have access to new information and understanding and wisdom and guidance. And hopefully, if you're feeling called to community, we have all kinds of community events this week. I'm getting this up, like I said, early Friday. So the Spinning the Moon starts on this Saturday, the 16th. And then I have the free community event on Wednesday and the Venus Circle on Thursday. So reach out as you feel called. I hope you have a fantastic week. This is Kelly Beard of Karmic Tools signing off.